Hello, artists. Welcome back to school. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Happy Monday. So this week we are going to work on the final project of this unit. So today we're going to go over the rubric. We'll go over kind of the simple instructions for the assignment. I'm not introducing anything new for this project, but just kind of reviewing some stuff we've talked about the past couple of weeks. And then we'll also talk about due dates and what class looks like this week and next week. So first, the project. So we started with blind contour line drawings using a two-dimensional image. You pulled a reference image off the internet. And then we moved on to practicing blind contour line drawings using a moving, living subject. And that subject was you, so we did blind contour line drawings using our own reflections. And then we took a little bit of time last week to practice hatching, cross-hatching, and stippling. So all of these things are going to come together for our final project. So the project, you're going to create a blind contour line drawing of a model that is not yourself, so someone that's at your house who will be willing to sit down and model for you for 2 to 4 minutes. You're going to create a blind contour line drawing using that model as your reference. And once your blind contour line drawing is down, you guys will then use the 3 techniques that we practice: hatching, cross-hatching, and stippling, to give the image more texture and dimension. So I'm going to go over the rubric with you all. I'm also going to show you my process and my final project as an example for you all. So let's go over the rubric for this project. So the first bullet point is, did you complete a blind contour line portrait using a live model as your subject? So again, you're finding someone at your house who is willing to sit down for 2 to 4 minutes and be your model for this portrait. You are continuing to practice what we have been practicing, so the blind contour line drawing technique. So again, you are never looking down at your sheet of paper. Your eyes are on your subject the whole time, and you're never lifting your pencil off the sheet of paper. So hopefully we've had enough practice with this, and this part of the project is clear. So the second bullet point, did you create texture in the portrait using the 3 techniques we practice: hatching, cross-hatching, and stippling? So the requirement here is that you use all 3 techniques to create texture in your portrait. I will show you an example of what I worked on. Inevitably, you're going to sway towards a certain technique. I tend to really like hatching. So it's not that you have to use all 3 equally, but I do want to see all 3 techniques represented. The next point on the rubric is, does the portrait utilize the drawing surface effectively? So you will be using one of the sheets of drawing paper that's included in your art kit. So either a sheet of the 12 by 18 or the 14 by 17, depending on which kit you got. So one of the smallest sheets of paper included in the kit. So the purpose behind this bullet point is to have you think about how to use this space effectively for your portrait. So you want to center your portrait as much as possible. You want your portrait to fill up the space as much as possible. So you shouldn't be working on the left of the paper or the right of the paper, or working in the corners of the sheet of paper. So you want to center your portrait in your space as much as possible. So the next bullet point kind of follows the previous one and is pretty simple. Have you used the appropriate materials to complete this project? So this is just reiterating the point of artists should be using the materials that they need to create the work that they intend to create. So for this particular project, you're using one of your sheets of drawing paper and a pencil, and those are the materials that you should be using, and those are pretty easy points to earn. And the final bullet point is the final project completed with care and intention and precision. So I know at GCE we talk a lot about how rubric should be objective and not subjective, but art is subjective. So here I'm just looking to see that you have put care and thought into your portrait. I understand that there is kind of a little bit of a looseness to this activity because of the blind contour part of it, but I can also tell if the work has thought and care in it. So please take this assignment seriously and take your time with it.